Welcome to the setup and overview of the AKG DMS100 and 300 2.4 GHz wireless microphone systems. Parts that are common to both models are as follows. One wireless receiver, including antennas for the DMS300. One power supply with both US and EU power connectors, and two AA batteries. Depending on what was ordered, you should have one of the following: one handheld microphone transmitter with mic holder, or one belt pack transmitter with a 1/4 inch to mini XLR instrument cable. You should also find with the DMS300 one RJ12 jumper cable. The RJ12 jumper cable is used to coordinate and synchronize all DMS300 systems in operation. Hardware overview. On the front of the DMS100 receiver, we find the power button, display, and audio volume knob. On the rear, we find a balanced XLR audio output. Next to this, we find an unbalanced 1/4 inch audio output. We also find the audio output selection switch for either -30 dB mic level or 0 dB line level. Finally, we find the power connection. For the DMS100, the antennas are internal to the unit. Up to 4 separate DMS100 systems can be used together at the same time. The power button for the handheld transmitter is on the side of the microphone, while the power for the belt pack is on the top of the unit. Both units have an LED which will be green indicating the mic or belt pack is live, or red indicating it is in mute mode. Inside the battery compartments of both units, we have the pairing button and an LED to indicate the paired channel. The color will either be blue, purple, green, or amber. On the front of the DMS300 receiver, we find the power button, antenna connectors, display, and audio volume knob. On the back, we find the balanced audio XLR output, unbalanced audio 1/4 inch output, audio level switch, RJ in and out synchronization jacks, and the power connection. The synchronization jacks are used with the RJ12 jumper cables to coordinate and synchronize all DMS300 systems in operation. Up to 8 separate DMS300 systems can be used together at the same time. The power buttons for the DMS300 handheld mic and the belt pack are in the same locations as for the DMS100 models. But with the DMS300 transmitters, channels are indicated on the exterior of the units with a digital display. This display will also show the battery power level. As before, the channel pairing button is located inside the battery compartments. Pro tip: for either the DMS100 or the DMS300, there is a belt pack transmitter or handheld microphone available. You cannot mix and match handheld and battery pack transmitter models. Design consideration. When designing a system, you should carefully qualify the needs of the venue. These systems are designed for small to medium-sized venues for performing musicians, corporate and government presenters, houses of worship, fitness instructors, and educators. The receivers should be in line of sight of the transmitters and within 100 feet, or about 30 meters. The receivers should never be installed in a metal rack. It is recommended they be installed or located in a wooden rack. Here are some other considerations. Will the location require less than 5 wireless mics? Then the DMS100 system should be considered. Will the location require more than 4, but less than 9 wireless mics? Then the DMS300 is the solution. If initially the location requires 1 to 4 mics, but it may at some point in the future require more, up to 8, then the DMS300 should be what is selected. If the location will require more than 8 wireless mics, then consider other wireless mic systems available from AKG. These can be found at akg.com. To connect a system, start by connecting the DMS100 receivers or the DMS300 receivers to available mixer inputs using either an XLR cable or a 1/4 inch cable. Depending on the available mixer inputs, either mic or line, set the audio level output switch to either -30 dB mic level or 0 dB line level. When setting up a DMS300 system, be sure to use the included RJ12 jumper cables between the receivers. Start at the first receiver and connect the cable from the RJ12 output jack to the RJ12 input jack of the next receiver. From the second receiver, connect the next jumper cable from the out to the third receiver's RJ12 input. Continue until all units are connected. Remember, the most you can have in a system is 8. Now connect the headphones to the 1/4-inch monitor jack on the mixer. The mixer audio outputs should be connected to an amplifier. Setting up a mixer will differ from model to model and between manufacturers. For this video, we will use the Soundcraft Notepad 5. Set the mic gain and level controls of the selected channel inputs to the 12 o'clock positions. Set the monitor output type to stereophones. Next, set this button to the monitor position. Now set the monitor master knob to the 12 o'clock position. Now set the master level knob to an audio level appropriate and acceptable to the location requirements. The high frequency and low frequency knobs should be initially set to the 12 o'clock or 0 position. Use these two knobs to adjust high and low frequencies as desired. Now that the system is connected, it is time to pair the transmitters to the receivers. DMS100 pairing. The first time you power on the receiver, there will be a flashing LED on the display. To pair the DMS100 receiver to the belt pack, push and hold the volume knob on the front of the receiver for 2 seconds. The LED will flash faster. This is an indication the receiver is in pairing mode. For the DMS100, there are 4 pairing channels, each indicated by a different LED color: blue, purple, green, and amber. Press the knob to cycle through the channels. For this demo, we will select amber. Next, with the belt pack powered on, press the pairing button for 1 second. The associated LED will flash and stop on the matching color, which in this case is amber. The transmitter and the receiver are now paired. Connect either an instrument or the head-worn mic to test the system. DMS300 pairing. The first time you power on the receiver, the channel ID number on the display should flash, indicating the system is not paired. To pair the DMS300 receiver to a handheld microphone, push and hold the volume knob on the front of the receiver for 2 seconds. The ID and channel number will start to flash faster. Next, turn the knob to the desired channel. With the transmitter powered on, press and hold the pairing button for 1 second. The transmitter will now search and pair with the receiver. Once the ID numbers match, the units have been paired. Speak into the handheld microphone and listen through the headphones. Adjust audio levels on the mixer as needed. Pro tip: only one transmitter can be paired with a receiver. If a transmitter and receiver are already paired, and a second transmitter is placed in pairing mode on the same channel, the second transmitter will not pair. If you turn the knob on the receiver to another channel, while the second transmitter is scanning, the receiver will pair with this transmitter, and the pairing with the first transmitter will be lost. It is best practice not to mix a DMS100 and DMS300 system. Testing the system. With a system fully connected and the mixer controls set, you should be able to hear audio from the handheld microphone through the headphones and speakers. If not, check all cables, check mixer settings, and also check amplifier settings.